We are here for Yoga Fusion today. We're going to start with a warm-up. We'll do some flow, and then we'll do a segment with some strength. Today I have a heavy weight and two kind of lightish weights. So just whatever you've got, you can use. You can use tubes, whatever, and just improvise, change the exercises as you need to as we go along. We'll get to that in about half an hour. We'll start with our warm-up. Let's take a comfortable seated position. You might want to sit on a blanket to raise your hips, that's fine. We'll rest our hands on our thighs, palms up or palms down, whatever's most comfortable for you. Let's take a moment and close our eyes. And just bring awareness to our breath. Let's take 2 normal breaths. And then a really deep inhale and a big exhale through the nose. Repeat that cycle of 2 normal breaths. And then deep inhale, big exhale. This is our centering breath. So we'll just focus the mind on that breath, on that rhythm. The next time you finish a round of your centering breath, just return to normal breath. And we'll open our eyes. We'll stack the spine nice and tall, pressing up through the crown of the head. We'll just turn the head to the right. Remember that bringing that length into the neck gives you more room to rotate. Come back to center. Inhale tall. Exhale turning to the left. Again with that nice length in the neck. Coming back to center. I'll tipping the right ear toward the right shoulder. I'll give you the option as usual to just rest your head there, hand on your head if you like. Not to pull, just to add a little extra resistance. Coming back to center and tipping the left ear toward the left shoulder. Option to rest the hand on the head just to add that little bit of weight. We feel this in the side of the neck and the scalenes. We feel this in the levator scapula. Come back to center. Now again with that spine nice and tall, I want you to visualize your spine and how your skull just sits on the top of your spine. We're just going to tip at the top. So we're not going to round the neck, we're just going to tip the skull down so the chin comes toward the chest. We're lifting the back of the head up. So try to find length in the back of your neck. And raise it back up. Let's bring our fingertips out to the side. Let's also switch the cross of our legs just to mix it up. Fingertips out, spine is stacked, rolling the shoulders back and down, opening the front body, inhaling to raise up. Exhaling to press down. Inhaling to rise up. Exhaling down. Try and keep those shoulders packed down. Let's flow this with the right arm up. Inhale. And down. And then left arm. Inhale. And down. Right arm. Inhale. And down. Left arm. And down. One more round here. Next, inhale, the right arm floats up. Exhale comes across the body. We'll inhale to open. Exhale to reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. A couple more of these. Let's float that hand back down. We'll inhale the left arm up. We'll exhale across. Inhale to open. Exhale to reach. Inhale and exhale. Couple more. Let's float that arm back down to the floor. Let's bring our feet together, soles of our feet. Konasana. We can grab our ankles, we can stack our spine. We are making a diamond shape with our legs. And we can have our heels about the distance of one of our feet from our torso. We can take the feet further out to make it a gentler stretch. We stack the spine tall, lifting the front body, inhaling, exhaling, pressing forward. So we're not rounding over at all. We're keeping the spine nice and long. Find length and then press forward. You might be able to rest your elbows on your inner thighs. You might be able to lightly press your elbows into your inner thighs. And we'll rise back up. Let's bring the right foot around the left hip and the left foot over the right leg. So we're sitting with our knees kind of stacked, nice and tall. Let's bring the left hand behind us and use it to press ourselves up. Let's bring the right arm over the left leg. Inhaling tall, exhaling, taking a gentle twist to the left. Remember that length of the spine helps you rotate. So inhale and lengthen. Exhale, go a little farther, whatever's available to you. Perhaps looking over your shoulder. And relaxing back to center. Let's uncross. Now we'll bring that left foot around the right hip. And the right foot over the left leg. Again, trying to kind of stack the knees a little bit. Reaching back with the right hand. Pressing ourselves up with that hand so we get lift in the upper body here. Bring the left arm over the right leg. Inhale tall. Exhale, take that gentle twist to your right this time. Inhale and exhale, lifting and twisting, perhaps looking over your shoulder. Let's relax back to center. Let's shake our legs out. Let's open our legs for a seated straddle split. Try to keep the legs very active and the toes pointing up. So we're not just relaxing the legs, but they're active, they're pointing up. We're sitting nice and tall. Again, lifting the chest, leaning forward, not rounding, just pressing forward, perhaps grabbing your shins. Maybe you can reach your toes. And try to keep the lift in your chest. So it's not hunched, it's lifted and open in the front body. And relax. Breath. You might want to shake it out a little bit. Try it again. Inhale tall. Exhale lean, pressing from the chest. So leaning forward, not down so much. Breathe into it. Inhale and exhale. Sinking breath will help you go deeper. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, and sink. Relax it back up. Let's bring that right foot to that left thigh. Let's take the left hand and slide it down, perhaps grabbing the ankle, foot to toe, whatever's available to you. Trying to drop the elbow down as much as possible. Now we're going to roll that right shoulder back and reach up and look up. Try to open the body. You can stay here. You can reach that right arm over towards your left foot. Try to keep some open in the front body. So it's not rotated down, it's turned forward. Let's rise back up. Let's shake it out. Now bringing the left foot to the right inner thigh, stacking tall. Take that right hand, we'll slide it down the leg. Try to grab the ankle, the foot, the toe, whatever you've got there. Grabbing the shin is fine, whatever you've got. Now let's roll the left shoulder and extend up and look up. And we can hold it right here. This is fine. Or we can reach over and try to find that other foot. But again, not turning the torso down, keeping it open toward the front so you can see under your top arm. Relaxing back up, shaking it out. Let's move on to our backs for a second. I always give you two options here. One is to hug one leg and roll yourself down. The other is to sit up tall, extend your arms forward, tuck under, and roll one vertebra at a time. Legs are nice and straight, nice and active. Feet are flexed. Let's draw the right knee into the chest. Get a little bit of a stretch here. A couple of breaths, and we'll extend it up. Now, you want to hold either behind your thigh or behind your calf. You want to avoid holding behind the knee because there's an artery there. We don't want to compress that artery. Let's flow this. Just bring it in and up. Exhale and inhale. 3 more times. Let's release that right leg back out and down. Drawing the left leg in, hugging in. This will give you a nice gentle stretch in your hamstrings and glutes. A couple of breaths here. And extending up, holding behind the thigh or the calf. Breathing for hamstring stretch. We'll flow it. Exhale and inhale. 3 more times. Let's release that leg out and down. Let's roll over and come onto our hands and knees. If you don't like hands and knees, you can sit back for cat-cow in a seated variation. But from here, with knees under hips and wrists under shoulders, and always the option to use fists for wrists. Long spine, drawing the abs in, sliding the shoulder blades down so we're nice and active in our core. As we inhale, we lift our chest and tailbone looking forward for cow. As we exhale, we scoop and curl and looking at our knees for cat. Inhale, lift for cow. Exhale, scoop for cat. Lift and scoop. Coming back to neutral. Let's slide the right foot back, resting on the balls of the feet and rocking gently. And then floating that leg across the left foot, looking over the left shoulder, rocking here. And floating straight out behind us. Imagine pressing your foot into the wall behind you. Let's extend the left arm forward so we have opposite arm and leg. Inhale, exhale, scoop it. Inhale and exhale. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down to hands and knees. Take a breath. Let's slide the left foot back, curling the toes under, rocking gently, waking up the calf. And then floating the left foot over the right foot, looking over the right shoulder and rocking. Then floating the left foot straight out behind, pressing back through the heel with the foot flexed. Draw the abs in, pack the shoulders, and extend the right arm forward. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, lengthen. For 3, 2, and 1. Come back down to hands and knees. Let's curl our toes under. Let's walk back. Come onto the balls of the feet. On your next inhale, exhale, straighten your legs. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Down to your sides for starfish hands. Let's rock back and forth, grounding into our feet. Let's pause and shift the weight into our right foot. Lift the left foot off the mat, pointing and flexing, circling the toes one direction, circling the other direction. Making fists with our toes and opening, fists and opening. Grounding that foot back down. Shifting now into our left foot, lifting our right foot, circling our toes one direction, another direction, pointing and flexing, making fists with our toes and opening, fists with our toes and opening, grounding back down. Let's lift all 10 toes off the floor and then roll them down one at a time from the outside in. So we have that Pada Bandha, that foot lock on the mat. We'll be sinking and grounding. Keeping our legs active. Imagine drawing your kneecaps up by activating your thighs. Drawing the abs in, the navel comes in. And imagine pulling it up into your ribcage. Lifting your sternum, stacking your spine. Take a moment to roll our shoulders up and back and down a couple of times here. Let's reverse and bring them forward. Take them back a couple times more, opening up the front body and sliding the shoulder blades down the back towards your back hip pockets. Let's think about sliding the sacrum down, bringing length to your spine, levelizing the pelvis. Let's inhale to sweep up. Exhale, softening our knees, we'll swan dive down. Inhale, we'll halfway lift. Exhale, we'll forward fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. One more time. Maybe swan dive, soft knees. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, come to heart center, sit back into a chair. Breathe. Drop your hips a little deeper. Keep the shoulders open. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, flow through the chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, flow. One more time. Adding on. Inhale to rise. Give me swan dive again. Soft knees, forward fold. Inhaling to halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to rise up. Let's come through chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. Come through chair. One more time. Inhale, rise. Swan dive. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Circle sweep up. Come through chair. And rise. Let's come back to heart center. Let's step out to a little wider stance. Reach up with starfish hands. Moonflowers, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Try to keep your knees pointing towards your toes. Let's inhale to rise. Let's exhale and pivot to the right. Coming into lunge. Crescent lunge. Nice tall spine. Hips are sinking. If you don't like arms extended up here, please use cactus arms. You can use prayer arms, prayer hands, whatever works for you. It doesn't matter. It's your practice. Protect your shoulders, please. You can hang out here. You can bend the back knee, lower and lift. Let's bring that back knee down to the floor now. Let's uncurl those back toes so the toenails are down. Let's bring our hands forward and frame the front foot. Now we're grounding into, I'm going to say your left hand. It's the hand on the inside of your foot. And we'll inhale and lift that outside arm up. Trying to keep that spine long. Perhaps looking up for a lunging twist. And coming back down. Let's curl those toes back here. Rise up to our crescent lunge. And we'll shorten our stance, come into pyramid now. Pyramid prep to start. We have train track feet, meaning there's some space between our feet. They're not lined up one in front of the other. There's space between them. I have my feet parallel. Your back foot could turn out slightly if you like. I bring my hands to hips so I can lift the front body. I inhale, exhale, hinging forward into pyramid. Long spine, shoulders sliding down the back. Let's just come to flat back. Breathe and lengthen the front body. You can hang out here. You can inhale and exhale. Release deeper down, letting your hands come down to the floor or to your shin. Feeling a gentle stretch in the back of your right thigh. I'm going to shift forward into my right foot and raise my left leg up. Coming into warrior three. Pressing back to the heel. I'm going to float that foot back down. Going back into a lunge. And walk my hands back to center. I'll walk my feet in slightly. And sink the hips. And lift the front body. Coming to yoga squat. A couple of breaths. Try to keep the chest lifted. If you have to sit on a block or something else, or if you're not quite as low, it's fine. We're just opening our hips here. Let's inhale to rise up. Let's adjust our feet a little bit wider, perhaps coming back to lily flowers. Inhale, extend. Exhale, sink. Inhale, extend, and sink. Inhale. Exhale, let's pivot to the left, coming into our lunge. High crescent lunge. Arms can be extended, or cactus, or prayer. You can hold here. You can bend your back knee and lift a couple times. So I'll bring that back knee down. You can always use a blanket if you need it for cushioning, don't forget. Let's uncurl the back toes. Let's come down and frame the front foot. This time it's my right hand, still the inside of the foot hand. That I ground, lengthen the spine, inhale, lifting up. Lunging twist. Squeezing shoulder blades together. Trying to find openness across the front body, trying to keep length in your spine. Float the hand back down. Step back into a low lunge. Then we'll step up. We'll rise up for a second and step up to our pyramid prep. Legs are straight. Feet are on train tracks. Hands come to hips. Inhale tall. Exhale, folding from the hip crease. Just to flat back, halfway lift to start. Breathe. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale to press. Build your hamstring. You can hang out here. You can inhale and exhale deeper. With hands coming to your shin or the floor. Feeling a slightly stronger stretch in the back of your thigh. You can stay here. You can shift into your left foot and float your right leg up. Come into warrior three. Wherever you are, we'll step back to a low lunge. We'll walk our hands back to center. We'll walk our feet in slightly. Sink the hips, lift the chest. Coming to yoga squat. Couple of breaths. Let's rise up. Let's run through that. It's more of a flow. We'll inhale to rise. Exhale to squat. Inhale to rise. Exhale, we'll pivot. And we'll sink to our lunge. We're going to leave out the twist. We're just going to come forward here in the prep. And hinge. And stay here. We'll come to warrior three. Come back to our lunge. Walk back to center. Come to squat. Rise to moonflowers. Exhale. Inhale. We'll lunge to the left. We'll shorten the stance. Pyramid prep. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. You can stay here. You can shift forward into warrior three. We'll come back down to lunge. We'll walk our hands back to center. We'll walk our feet into yoga squat. We'll inhale to rise, stepping out to moonflowers. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to lunge right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pyramid prep. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. You can stay here. You can shift forward. Warrior three. Back to lunge. Walk to center. Feet come in for squat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, moonflowers. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pyramid prep. Inhale, lift the front body. Exhale, fold. Take a breath. Shift forward if you wish. Coming to warrior three. Wherever you are, come back to low lunge. Walking the feet back to center, walking the feet in. Yoga squat. And rising up, shake it out. Just go through a couple of poses that we are going to use in our fusion section coming up. The main one that I want to cover that we didn't necessarily do so far is warrior one. So, from a mountain pose, I can step back with I'll do the left leg so it's a closer leg to you. Into lunge, and I'm going to pivot that heel down. So in warrior one, I have a couple of choices here. I can have my heels kind of lined up with a long stance and my foot turned out, and try to press back with my front leg and press forward with my back leg, kind of creating more squareness in my hips. Just being careful not to over twist that back leg. Can also come to a shorter stance with parallel feet, so my hips can square up perfectly. I'm on train tracks now. So whichever way you like your warrior one is fine. We'll roll our shoulders up the front body. We can do whatever arms we like. And sink the hips and lift the front body. Let's inhale to rise and exhale coming back to center. Okay, let's pivot to the left for lunge. We can drop that heel coming into warrior one. Now you also want to have your front knee over your front ankle. Now eventually we'd like to get down so our leg is kind of parallel to the floor, but that's not the most important thing. Protect the back knee. Either line up your ankles or line up your heels, or take your short stance and breathe. Lift the upper body, sink the hips. Warrior one. Let's come back to center. Let's take a breath. We're going to get ready for our fusion segment. I meant to warn you earlier, I do have some of that Tabata timed music today. So instead of me counting reps today, the music's going to tell you to go. You're going to work at your own pace as hard as you can for 20 seconds. You'll get a 10-second break. I'm going to switch up the exercises, so we're going to go through a couple different things. So the first block we do, we're doing your lighter weights. We're going to start in our pyramid prep with a side raise. We're going to hinge forward to pyramid for rear delts. I'm going to step back to lunge for biceps. I'm going to come to a low chair pose for triceps. Then repeat all that on the other side. That'll be our 8 cycles We do 3 blocks. Each block has 8 cycles. That's our first block, our first cycle. So grab a drink of water. Grab your light weights. I gave you some choices for actually, never mind that because that's pyramid, not warrior. All right, pyramid prep. And here we go. Let's bring the right foot forward, the left foot back for the first round. Ah, don't do that to me. What did you just do? Tap your shoulders, stack your spine, lift your front body. Side raise. Lifting out to the side, no higher than shoulder level. Targeting our deltoids here. Got those train track feet. Drawing the navel in. Lifting sternum, sliding shoulder blades down the back. Side raise. Now just keep your feet where they are and hinge forward. For rear delt fly, lifting out to the side, squeezing shoulder blades together. Go. Working the posterior deltoids. Grounding into our feet. Legs are still active. Spine is still long. Stepping the left foot back, coming to lunge. Palms are forward. Go. Curl it up. Working biceps. Keep the elbows back, but let them slide forward too much. Step up to chair. Now get a deep chair, hinge forward. Press your chest towards your thighs. Elbows tucked into your sides. Straighten the arms back. The weight should not swing forward. You want to bring them to a full stop, but your knuckles are pointing down. You really want to straighten your arms back to kick in those triceps. Come back to pyramid prep, this time with the left foot forward, shoulders packed for side raise. Go. Lifting out to the side. Up and down. Feel the sides of your shoulders. Hinging forward. Pyramid, flat back, halfway lift version. Lifting straight out to the sides. Go. Squeezing shoulder blades together. Step back with the right foot into lunge, palms are forward, the bicep curls. Go. Curl it. Bring your knuckles to your shoulders. Feel it in the front of your upper arms.
Final round.
Stepping to chair pose. Drop into your chair. Press your chest towards your thighs. Tuck your elbows into your sides. Straighten those arms. Really extend back.
Recover.
Put those light weights down. We're going to use one heavier weight, whatever you've got. We're going to do a mountain pose, forward fold, flat back, deadlift, followed by yogi squat, followed by row and warrior three. If you want to grab a chair here or a block, we'll row in warrior three. We'll switch arms. Quick drink. It's about to start again. Let's grab that heavy weight. Come to mountain. Stack your spine, pack your shoulders. Hip hinge, deadlift. Spine is long. Sternum is lifted.
Go.
I want you to come all the way up each time. Really shine your chest forward as you come up. Keep those shoulders back and down. Hold against the resistance of your weight a little bit. So your arms aren't just hanging, they're resisting the dumbbell. Step it out. Knees pointing toward the toes. Sternum lifted, spine stacked. Yogi squat.
Go.
Breathe. Target those quads and hamstrings and glutes. Let's come to warrior three. Let's ground the left foot. Bring the right leg up. The weight's in your left hand. And
Go.
Pull right up to your side. Squeeze back your shoulder blade. Lift and lower. Working your lats. Put the weight down. Let's bring the right foot down, rather. Left leg up. Warrior three. The weight's in the right hand.
Go.
We row. Lift and lower. Pull up to your side. Squeeze back your shoulder blade. Target those latissimus dorsi muscles. Come back to mountain. Stack your spine, pack your shoulders, and hinge your hips.
Go.
Widen your stance, knees pointing towards your toes, spine stacked, shoulders packed.
Let's go.
Come back to warrior three. Ground it to your left foot. Raise your right leg. Weights in your left hand. And row.
Go.
Almost there. Second set, second side. Round to the right foot. Raise the left leg. Hold the weight in the right hand.
Go.
Home stretch.
Recover.
Right. Put that heavier weight aside. We're going to go back to our 2 dumbbells now and lie on our backs. Our third block will be chest flies, chest presses, pull over, and knee rolls, and repeat. So we'll start with chest flies in Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet are together, and we lie back. Now when we do bridges next, when we do chest presses, we'll do those with bridges. Then we'll do pullovers with one weight. Oh, let's come back to Supta Baddha Konasana. Here comes the music. Bring those weights up. Let's ground our shoulder blades into the mat.
Go.
Out to the side and back to the center. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Working our pectoralis muscles. Breathe. Out and in. Bridges, you can hold your hips up, or you can lift and lower with each rep. I'm going to hold mine up for the first set. Hips are straight, core is braced, weights are up, palms are facing my feet.
Go.
I lower and lift. The weights should not touch. They come close at the top, wide at the bottom. They don't touch. Engaging pectorals and triceps again. You'll need one dumbbell, tabletop knees, float the head, brace the abs.
Go.
Extending out, bringing it back in. Focus on those abdominals. Inhale, exhale, open and close. Let's ground our shoulder blades, press our arms to the floor, tabletop knees, and roll your knees from side to side.
Go.
Turning through your waist, working your obliques. It's harder if you straighten your legs. Back to Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees open, shoulder blades grounded, weights up, palms facing in, arms extended.
Go.
Lower to the side, lift to the center. Inhale as you open, exhale as you close. Come to bridge. Your option. Hips stay up or they lower and lift. Ground the shoulder blades.
Go.
I'm doing the other option this time. Lowering and lifting my hips along with the dumbbell. One dumbbell now for the pullover double leg stretch combination. Tabletop knees, brace the core, float the head,
Go.
lengthen and lift, out and in. Inhale to open, exhale to close. You work at your own pace. If you have to put your head down, that's okay.
Final round.
Ground the shoulders, ground the arms, tabletop knees, or straighten the legs if you want. Knee rolls, right and left and right.
Go.
Almost through.
Recover.
Plant your feet. Take a breath. All the hard stuff is behind us now. Now we move into our deep stretching and relaxation. Let's move our feet a little wider than our hips. If you're on a mat, make the mat width apart. Let your knees fall in. And then sway those knees from side to side. Letting them rise and fall. They're like ocean waves, crashing down in the middle. Let's relax, extend our legs, and roll over face down. There we go. Let's take a Sphinx pose today. Elbows under the shoulders, forearms parallel. We can interlace the fingers if we like. Let's relax everything to start. Really feel your hips grounding into the mat. Feel that ease in your midsection. So your abs are relaxed, your lower back is relaxed. Now we begin to press down into our elbows and lift the chest up without engaging the core. So imagine trying to pull your rib cage away from your pelvis and just stretch your midsection. We're not going to do locusts today because we did those deadlifts, and that targets pretty much the same thing. So we're good on that. Let's press back to child's pose. Bringing toes together, opening knees as wide as you like, sinking your hips. You can extend your arms forward. You can stack your hands and rest your forehead. You can sweep your arms back to your sides, letting your head float down toward the floor. Just bringing your awareness to your back and your hips. Feel the lengthening of your spine. I like to imagine how this pose decompresses all those intervertebral vertebrae. All those intervertebral discs. The discs between the vertebrae. Those little gelatinous discs that can become ruptured if we're not careful. They get compressed by gravity. This is a chance to kind of sit back and lengthen the spine and release some of that pressure. Let's bring our hands just in front of our knees, and we'll slowly sit up. Taking a breath so we don't get dizzy. We'll drop over onto one hip and swing around. Coming to Dandasana, staff pose. With straight legs. You're always welcome to sit on a blanket here if you like. It is more comfortable. If you have a strap and want to wrap it around the balls of your feet, you're welcome to do that. If you don't have a strap handy, we'll just plant our hands and we'll lift the sternum as we inhale. As we exhale, we'll just gently press forward ever so slightly. It's a very small range of motion. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, press. So we'll do a few breaths here with a long spine. And then we'll inhale and exhale to release over. You can bring your hands to your shins, to your feet, to your toes, whatever you've got. Let the head hang, let the nose sink down. Let's use that sinking breath. Inhale to maintain where you are. Exhale, try to go a little deeper. Sit up. And we'll bring the left foot in to the right thigh. We'll turn to face that right foot so that our nose lines up with our foot. Inhaling tall. If we have a strap, we can wrap it around the ball of the foot. If we don't, we can extend the arms forward, keeping the shoulders back and down. Inhale, exhale, and lean into it. So reaching forward, not down, but forward. Still finding length. So still pressing the crown of your head up and forward. A couple of breaths here. And inhale and exhale, releasing over, grabbing the shin, the foot, the toes, letting the head hang down, the nose sinking toward the knee. Imagine bringing your breath all the way down into your hamstrings in the back with your right thigh. Then rising back up. With your left hand, grab your left knee. With your right hand, grab your left foot. You're going to cradle the baby. You also have an option to wrap your elbows around the knee and the foot. Sitting up nice and tall, rocking out that hip, opening it up. And then planting that foot either inside the opposite thigh or outside the thigh. Let's sweep the left arm back, inhaling the right arm up into the air and exhaling the elbow across the left knee, or the option to wrap your arm around your leg, your choice. Inhaling to lengthen the spine, exhaling, return to the left, tall spine. Each inhale brings more length, and each exhale gives us perhaps a little bit more range if it's available to you. Looking over the shoulder if that's an option. Relaxing back to center, straightening out the legs, shaking them out, switching sides, bringing the right foot to the left thigh, turning to face the left foot so your nose lines up with your foot. Strap if you've got it, shoulders packed either way. Inhale tall, exhale, reaching forward, not down, keeping length in the spine. We'll go for a few breaths here. Get as much out of this stretch as we can. And then inhale, exhale, release and round forward. Grabbing whatever you can grab, sinking your head, letting the knee hang down, letting the nose hang down toward the knee. And imagine drawing the breath all the way down to the hamstrings of your left thigh. And rising back up. This time it's the right hand grabbing the right knee, the left hand grabbing the right foot. And again, you have the option to wrap your elbows around your knee and your foot, stack your spine tall, rock it out, cradle the baby. Then we'll plant that right foot either inside the left thigh or outside. We'll sweep the right arm back. We'll inhale the left arm up. Exhale, elbow across the knee or wrap the arm around. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, take your rotation. Work in the range that works for you as always. Perhaps looking over the shoulder. And relaxing back to center. If you're on a mat, let's slide our heels all the way to the end of the mat. And take your option to roll back, your choice, as we did earlier. Now we're drawing our knees in. Each hand grabs a knee. And we stir like egg beaters. One direction. And we reverse it. We'll come to stillness. And we're going to bring our arms between our knees and grab our feet. You can grab the outside if you like the outside. You can grab the arch if you like the arch. Bring the soles of your feet toward the ceiling. We're trying to stack our ankles over our knees. As our soles of our feet are facing up, our knees are drawing down toward the floor. And we're trying to bring the whole spine down onto the floor, nice and long, so we can rock from side to side and gently massage the lower back. And we'll come to stillness. Let's release our legs out and down. Let's let our arms float down to our sides with our palms up as we begin to move towards Shavasana. Let's make any adjustments we need to make to feel comfortable and supported. If you like to put a blanket under your head or roll up a blanket under your knees, whatever feels good to you. You may want to adjust your shoulder blades or adjust your hips or adjust your head to find that right length in your neck. Just bring that awareness into your body, make those adjustments as needed, and then just begin to let the body sink to the floor. Just feel the weight of your body melting down. Let's just run down the body and make sure we're relaxed. So we'll start at the top of the head and release any tension you feel in your scalp, in your forehead, around your eyes. Let's go ahead and close those eyes if we haven't closed them already. We can relax the jaw. You might want to release your tongue from the roof of your mouth if it's there. Soften the neck. Feel your shoulders melting down into your mat. Your arms are just loose and heavy. Your fingers are relaxed. Your spine is sinking into the floor. Your hips are grounding. Your legs are relaxed and easy. Your knees are soft. Your ankles are soft. Your feet are just falling out to the side. There's just no effort to be found anywhere in your body. Now we bring our awareness back to our breath. We try to remain focused on the breath so that if any other thoughts come along, we can acknowledge them and let them go. Returning to our breath and going deeper into Shavasana. You may, of course, remain in Shavasana for as long as you like. And when you're ready, we'll deepen our breath, coming back into the body, feeling the rise and fall of the diaphragm and the chest. We could bring some movement to our fingers and toes. Perhaps we circle our wrists and ankles one direction and the other direction. We can sweep our arms overhead for full body stretch Inhaling to lift the rib cage and extend out, pointing fingers and toes in opposite directions. Exhaling to relax and sink. Inhale, reaching out, lifting the rib cage, feeling stretch into the abdominals. Exhale, relax and sink. Inhale, extend. Exhale, relax. Let's roll onto one side. We'll be stacking one hip over the other, one shoulder over the other. Feel free to rest your head on your arm. Take a couple of breaths here. And then with as little effort as necessary, we'll press ourselves back up. We'll find a comfortable seat. Stack the spine, roll the shoulders. Bring hands to heart center. And I thank you for sharing this practice with me. Namaste.